Hey, I'm Nate, and welcome back to the Clarington Hotel and this bed we made. Let's check back in. Um, yeah, we looked at these last time, I think.
Time to see what secrets that vent is holding.
Yeah, that's right. We had to check out the vent. Let's see if Beck gets in trouble. I hope we didn't get her in trouble. But at the same time, I don't feel comfortable lying. Wow. Let's go, Beth. God. Nice. All right. That's the elevator. Let's just head back up. Floor 5, please. Get him close that door. Um,
Oh, I guess I'm free to disturb room 508 now. But that's where Bernard and Linda were. Ew.
and
All right, let's open the vent.
let's clean this room first. Not that one. That one I meant to do. look through. Of course, I don't think there's anything in here, but let's throw those away.
I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile. Another day, another dirty dish to pick up.
Right. Wait. So that's that one. Can I open? Yeah, so that's where they were. Room 5. Four is where we started. Wait. Let's open this vent. That snowstorm is real bad. Right. Line is M. Is E. That's T. Meet me. Tonight. In my. Wait, wrong way. My room. Michelle. What? No. Michael. Will be sleeping. We need to discuss.
Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
It's me.
Oh, hello, Bean. Anything new to report?
I found another message written in secret code.
What does it say?
Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Michael? Who's that? Another husband?
I don't know. It's the first time I'm hearing of a Michael in this story.
Let me check the logbook. There's a Michael staying in room 507.
Mrs. Beaumont's room? But she doesn't have a husband. She's here alone with... Oh! Michael must be her son. I got him some extra blankets the other day so he could build a fort.
Could Marcella?
Yes?
No, never mind. So, what's next?
I guess I should go have a look at 507, but it's not on my list. There's a do not disturb sign on the door.
Well, I could call the room to make sure no one's there.
Good idea.
Hang on. You've got the all clear, Bean. Head on over.
Thanks, Beth. I'll call you back.
Right. Let's lock that one. Close that one. Open and close that one. Anne Beaumont is one of the guests staying in room 507, the other being her son Michael. She's a divorcee. I don't know how that information got out the first time, but since then Linda's made sure we wouldn't forget it. Michael Beaumont. So Michael is Anne's son. I thought his name was Mitchell this entire time. Probably because anytime we've interacted, he's been either racing down the hallway mid-sentence or talking through a mouthful of sugar frosted pops. No wonder I didn't recognize the name at first. I think Michael must be around 8 or 9. He's a sweet little boy, and he's grown on a lot of the maids here since we've been seeing him around for a month now. I think a lot of us will be sad to see him go. His mom asked me for extra blankets once so that he could build a blanket fort. I'm glad he's been enjoying his stay at the Clarington Staying in hotels when you're a kid must be such an adventure. Okay. Codes upon codes, just as that encoded letter promised, there was indeed a note left in the vent, written once again in code. I'm confident I'll be able to decipher this one too. I'm becoming quite the expert. Another secret message. Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan. That's another code broken, another lead to follow. I asked Beth to find a Michael in the logbook, and just as I'd hoped, there was only one staying with us at the moment, Michael Beaumont, the son of Anne Beaumont in 507. Let's close up. We cannot touch anything in here because we're not supposed to clean this room.
Mr. Cruz, huh?
Interesting. Mr. Cruz's business card. Red Lion. At this place, we need to leave as is.
You almost look like Marcella.
So Mount Royal College, Montreal, 1947. Kitty Pots, sugar frosted pops. Hear them pop. Free yo-yo inside. See back of the box to discover how you can get a unique chance to visit our factory in Calgary, Alberta. Kitty Pot's Sugar Frosted Pops offers you a chance to visit its amazing cereal factory in Calgary, Alberta. Will you be the lucky lad to visit my igloo at the Pity Pots factory? To win, it's simple. All you gotta do is draw Frostbite, our beloved mascot, enjoying a delicious bowl of Pity Pot's Sugar Frosted Pops. You can only participate once, so be sure to send your very best drawing. Don't wait, use coupon below, send in tonight. Oh, Michael's trying to win. The fastest way on rails through the Midwest.
So you were eager to set up a meeting, but didn't want anyone noticing.
I hope you are well in spite of the circumstances. We've been on the train for 2 days now. It's a long ride, made even longer by the fact I cannot wait to see you again. We are scheduled to arrive in Montreal on the eve of Valentine's Day. I booked room 509. It's a marital suite. When we arrive, please refrain from talking to me until we can figure out a safe way to see each other. Say hello to Michael for me. This is Beaumont, Clarington Hotel, 1178 Drummond Street, Montreal. So, Are they planning on eloping? That's what I'm thinking. Like, Anne and Marcella are in love and are planning on eloping. That is what I'm thinking.
Oh, Michael. Adults can be so confusing. I promise it's not you.
Dad, I'm sorry, but Mom asked me not to tell you the name of our hotel. She allowed me to talk about our room, though. We have 2 little beds, a radio, even a television. Mom let me build the fort, and the maid brought us extra blankets. She's really nice. The hotel is nice too, but I miss home. I wish Mom and you could be happy, and I wish everything could go back to the way it was before. But Mom says it's impossible. She says she no longer loves you. Do you think she'll ever stop loving me too? Oh no, Michael. Or she won't. Okay, I'm not even gonna try, to be honest. Let's see. To Aunt Percy. Subject Michael's withdrawal from school. Dear Mrs. Percy, we have successfully processed your request to withdraw your son Michael Percy from his school's schedule and system under the agreement that you will continue his education from home. Following this letter, you will receive the list of books and school materials you need to purchase in order to follow the curriculum from home. Social worker will be in touch to help you understand our milestones so that your son can benefit from our programs from the comfort of his home. Thank you for thinking of your son's education. Director Donald Byrne.
Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this. Sounds like this is from your school days, but the name of the sender is smudged.
December 26, 1945. Dear Anne, you're right, I missed the snow already. It's so hot right now in Texas. It's quite a shock after the cool weather of Montreal. My family has never seen snow before, and I could not find the words to tell them how beautiful it is. They don't understand what they're missing. I wish I could build my brothers a snowman like the one we built together a few weeks ago. I know it's childish, but not had I had not had that much fun in years. Christmas was exhausting. 9 days of eating, singing, dancing. It's great fun, but I'm glad it's over so I can rest a little. Of course, celebrations will resume for New Year, but it gives me a few days to relax. How are things going with your family? I know you don't get along well, but I hope you're still able to have a good time. I will leave for Montreal on the 8th. I cannot wait to be back. I miss finding black cat hairs all over my clothes. I miss our late night studying sessions at Harry's. I even miss Sister Miller's classes, if you can believe it. I will see you soon. Warm wishes. Can't you resist the ultimate temptation? Adam or Eve? Appreciate Boswell, a confession of a shocking and forbidden love. Adam or Eve, a heartbreaking decision. Should Rose stay in a marriage that no longer makes her happy, or seek refuge in the arms of the woman who truly understands her? She has tasted the forbidden fruit years ago, and now she is all she can think of. But what will her family and society as a whole think of her if she turns to life of sin. Should she be condemned for even entertaining the thought of leaving her husband, or pitied for having to make such a heartbreaking decision? Appreciate Boswell as the prolific author behind novels such as And They Were Roommates and The Lonely Girl. Adam or Eve is her 7th novel. So I think we might be on to the fact that Marcella and Anne have...
So a husband can abuse his wife and just get away with it? And people like Linda still think divorce is wrong? Ugh.
Richards and Carter, attorneys at law. Dear Anne, I have met with Louis, and he asked me to give you. I met with Louis, and he asked me to give you the enclosed letter. I think I should reiterate that some of your accusations, such as wife abuse, are not grounds for divorce in Quebec. I understand you are hurt, but I do not think antagonizing your husband is very wise at the moment. Do not forget to be in court at 11 a.m. on the 20th. Be on time. Also, a friendly reminder that my fees for January need to be paid before the end of this month. I am happy to help you out, but I cannot work pro bono on this. Sincerely, Howard.
Let's get to the bottom of this and find out what links these rooms together.
They were roommates.
Locked. The key has to be around here somewhere.
Greta? Oh, is that the black cat?
Ah, that's so sweet. I didn't do much, but I'm glad it meant something to you.
Dear Sophie, thank you so much for taking care of our room every day and bringing us extra sheets. Michael and I wanted to give you a little something before we left. Sincerely, A.
Those few coins in my tip jar were getting pretty lonely. They'll appreciate the company. That look in your eyes. What does it mean? And who's this from?
You don't need to know my name before you've seen me. I've recognized that look in your eyes when you check in. You and I don't need to make a fuss out of this. You keep your wits about you, and I'll do the same. This letter has been sent to you and has been around the world 3 times. The one who breaks the chain will have bad luck. Oh God. Mr. Smith received the letter in 1953, made 33 copies and sent them. 3 days later, he won the lottery. Mr. Jones received it in 1956, made 33 copies and sent them. 3 days later, he discovered an old treasure in his backyard. Mr. Williams received the letter and burned it. His wife and 3 kids died in a fire that very night. Mr. Green forgot the letter in a drawer and lost his job. When he found the letter again, he got a better job than before. In no case should this chain be broken. Make 33 copies and send them. You will experience great joy within 3 days. God, these, like, remember those email chains you used to get? The winds in the leaves that they made a sound that sounded like really, Anne? The wind in the leaves that they made the 3 whistle, a soft melody that came to my ear. I remember every part of this day, for it was the day we met. Jesus, this is bad. I was looking for my cat when I heard the sound of leaves blowing in the wind, like a melody to my ear. On this summer, the day where I met you, oh God, you are so in love. Right. No inscription. That is an engagement ring.
Looks like someone grew tired of looking at your face, Mr. Beaumont. He's all but outright threatening you. Oh, I hope you can stay as far away from him as possible.
I just met with your damn lawyer. You got some balls to accuse me of all that, as if you were so irreproachable yourself. Do you think I don't know where you spend your nights? The worst of all is that you won't let me see my son. You won't even tell me where he is. If you think you have the chance to get custody, you really don't know me well. I won't let you take Michael away from me. I don't know if I should clean because I'm not supposed to be in here. The White Cat Bar and Restaurant. I feel like we've kind of gone over.
Aha! Keys are Snoop's best friend.
Right, I have to pick you up. Right, so let's try to open this one.
I'll need another key to unlock this.
Great.
Haven't I seen one just like this somewhere?
Have I? There's two lipsticks on those. There's a bowl. That's a spoon. Have I seen that key somewhere? Not in there. That is just a book. That's the collar. Nothing in there. There's nothing in there. There's a letter and a pen. Nothing in there. Anything in here either. I don't know if it's like here or if it's actually in her room, but could have been. Can read this. Let the snooping commence. It's a bit of a mess in room 507, but nothing out of the ordinary for a mother and child staying for such a long period of time. Where should I start investigating? There's an open suitcase laying on the bed that immediately drew my attention, but there's lots of other things lying around too. Chest full of secrets. There's an ornate wooden chest sitting in the suitcase on Anne's bed. It's so beautiful. It reminds me of Grandma's jewelry box, the one she bought in Quebec City, from a street vendor who chiseled all of his own wares. Something that beautiful must be holding something valuable, right? If I can find a key, I can look for myself. 2 keys are better than 1. Keys, keys, keys. I don't think I've ever used so many in one day. Not content to open with one key. This fussy chest requires two, which is a little daunting. But Anne wouldn't have brought the chest without both keys, right? I'll just have to look around. It would be easier now that I know what I'm looking for. It's not designed like your everyday key after all. Mr. Beaumont, Anne's husband for now. Their relationship is not in a good place, to put it lightly. It seems his wife fled with their son and is now trying to divorce him. Mr. Beaumont is clearly hurt, but a wounded, cornered animal can be just as dangerous, if not more. I hope there's nothing behind his threats, but knowing that Anne and Michael have had to hide out in a hotel for a month isn't encouraging. Michael and his father are still in contact, judging by the letter Michael's been working on in his pillow fort. I suppose there's the tiniest bit of relief in knowing that he and his son have a good relationship. But Michael can't possibly have the full picture of his parents' relationship and all of its complexities. It's easy to put a parent on a pedestal without knowing the full extent of who they are. Loose. I know I can probably make this less like that. Right. I just, is it in the bottom of the trash? That's like what I want to find out. I'm going to do something I shouldn't. There's no key in there. God damn it. Shouldn't have done that then. But like, I feel like I've looked. Can't open the curtains. Can I open? Michael. Can't pick up. She hasn't hidden it in the there. I don't know where it's held. I feel like I've looked everywhere.
That key looks so familiar. Why do I associate it with room 505?
What? 505?
Ah, there you are. With Marcella. God knows where she is.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
Hey, Beth.
Bean, I've been meaning to speak with you.
Oh, about what?
Well, a little birdie told me Mr. Morgan and Mr. Cruz had an argument yesterday evening.
Really? Who's your little birdie?
Jacques. Apparently it got so heated he had to get involved. And listen to this. It sounds like I was on the right track, because he heard a particular word thrown around quite a lot. Wanna guess what it is?
Cowabunga.
affair?
Bingo.
Did Jack hear anything else?
From what he told me, it seemed like Mr. Cruz was accusing Mr. Morgan of having an affair with his wife. Wouldn't have expected Mrs. Cruz to fall for a man like Morgan, but I guess the heart wants what the heart wants.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain Mrs. Beaumont's involvement with Mrs. Cruz.
What do you mean?
I found a chest in room 507. I think it can only be opened by turning 2 keys at once. I found one of them in Mrs. Beaumont's things.
Oh, and the other one?
Well, I remembered seeing a similar key in one of Mr. Morgan's stocking pictures, so I went back to check. Mrs. Cruz wears it as a pendant. It looks identical to Mrs. Beaumont's key.
Wait, so Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz own identical keys that are both needed to open a mysterious chest? Yeah, there's definitely something
They
going on
were
here.
roommates. Maybe they're just good friends, like really good friends, like maybe roommates. I mean, the safest thing to say is the answer is probably in that chest.
Yeah, but the answers probably lie in that chest, and I don't think I'll be able to open it. I've looked around room 509. I would have seen the second key if it was there. Mrs. Cruz must have left with it this morning.
Yeah.
We were so close. I can't believe it all ends here.
Well, hold on. I may have an idea. Get me a candle and some plaster, and maybe I can do something about that pesky chest.
How?
I'll tell you later. Just find me those things, and I'll meet you in the basement as soon as I manage to leave my post.
All right. Thank you for not giving up.
Come on, you know I wouldn't let you down.
Let's close that one so it doesn't seem like we've been in. Wait. That's close. Right. Out of my reach, I had a feeling that I'd seen that particular kind of key before, and my feeling was right. Sort of. I've seen it before in a photograph. In that picture of the cruises in Mr. Morgan's safe, Marcella had the key around her neck while walking with Hector in the lobby. Chances are she still has the key on her, and she's nowhere to be found for the moment. So what now? This feels like a dead end. Getting crafty. I have no idea why Beth thinks that we can open Anne's chest with candles and plaster, but I was promised an explanation once I made my way to the basement with those 2 items. So I just have to put my trust in her. Now, plaster shouldn't be hard to find in a hotel that's undergoing renovations. I walk by bags of that stuff every day. I'll start with that, then see about getting some candles.
Plaster and candles. Well, half the
Well, we
hotel's
saw
under
a
renovation.
bag of plaster.
I should be able to find
here.
plaster somewhere around here.
We should be able to get that now.
Great. This takes care of half of this little scavenger hunt. As for the candles, doesn't Rebecca keep some in her locker downstairs?
I candled it. I got the plaster that Bet requested, so that just leaves the candle. Rebecca is always super prepared and terrified of the dark. If I recall correctly, she keeps a stash of candles somewhere in the hotel. If I want to find them, I think my first stop should be the basement, where she spent most of her time. Where was Rebecca's locker? Auntie. Break room is open now. To whoever keeps stealing my lunch, I want my Tupperwares back, Susan.
Gotta hold on to these tight. Don't worry, gossiper. I'm coming back to you. I still haven't learned all of Gracie Jones' secrets. I don't always get fashion, but these are fun
Vague.
to look at. When half the pages haven't been cut out. This is probably Beth's latest project. It's really cool how she has an eye for this kind of thing.
Nicole 0, 15, 26, 33, 39. Eugene 9, 17, 17, 28, 28. Rebecca 14, 19, 36, 36, 42. Bobby 21, 34, 52, 55, 71. Daryl 11, 11, 27, 35, 44. Bobby, you realize it's the person with the lowest score who wins, right? February 5th, 1958. To all my employees, it has come to my attention that several guests have complained about a member of our staff going through their belongings in their absence. This has to stop now. Anyone with information regarding this situation should come to my office as soon as possible. I want this person behind this swiftly identified and reprimanded. Should no one come forward within a week, punitive measures will be taken against all of you. Thank you. Bernard Ledoux, hotel manager. Well, I don't know who could be doing that, honestly. Sandra always greets clients with a fork. He likes it. Oh, God. What? It's your job to prank others. Right. Is that back?
Candles, candles, candles. I think Rebecca
Susan,
keeps a stash of
Wendy,
them, but
me and
where?
Carol, Zoe, Nicole, Victoria, Beth, Agatha, Rebecca. Rebecca, the VIP guest in room 602, is getting on my nerves. He keeps ordering food that's not on the menu. We don't usually do special orders. Bernard was adamant that we make all of his wishes come true. Do I look like a goddamn genie? That's not even the worst of it, though. Every night he barges in the kitchen as if he was at home, asking for meat for his precious little terriers. Who feeds dogs $4 roast beef? I can't even afford $4 roast beef for myself. Bobby.
So you do have have a stash of candles. But where is it?
Rebecca, the kitchen is out of power again, and I can barely see a thing. Bernard wants us to continue working, but I'm not risking chopping off my fingers for that blowhard. You started hoarding candles since the last power outage. I remember you saying you never wanted to be caught in the dark basement again. Where's your stash? It's urgent. Please, Bobby.
Wait, is this you, Beth? What on earth led to this picture being taken? Is that a live alligator? I think I'd die on the spot. Are you looking to buy land? I know you grew up on a farm. Maybe you're looking to get back to nature.
Land for sale. 72 acres of fertile land. Auction starts April 17th. A gemstone of land has become available for you to acquire near the municipality of Farnham and on the riverfront of the Yamaska River. This gorgeous and ready to be cleared land is lacking in only one thing: an owner. Discover the true meaning of nature. Land filled with all the resources you'll need to build a home for your family and earn more than decent living raising cattle and exploiting its large wooden area. Only a few hours drive away from major cities such as Montreal or St. Jean. Freedom is at your fingertips. Auction held at Rhodes Brothers Auctioneers.
Didn't I find one of these in Anne's room too? The White Cat must be a popular spot. Fine. Keep your secrets, locker. I'm good.
Rebecca, the washing machines are not broken. The problem comes from the pipes. They're completely frozen. It's only a matter of time before they burst and flood the entire basement. I warned Bernard about this issue last winter, but of course he only cares about renovating the parts of the hotel the guests can see. Behind that nice facade, everything is crumbling. I'll see what I can do, but it's not maintenance we need, it's a freaking miracle. Eugene.
Got a candle. Now, what next?
Trust the process. I've got a bag of plaster and one of Rebecca's candles. I can only imagine the hell Bernard would give me if he caught me walking around with these items. It was hard enough to explain the screwdriver. Now to figure out how exactly these are going to help me open a locked chest. I'm sure it'll all make sense soon, Sophie.
Let's see if Beth is around.
Um, uh, Paper note with funny drawing, red lipstick, 250 in loose change, business card times 3, peppermint times 9 times 5. Cigarette pack, old port, silver ring, $1 bill times 4, green pen, movie script, 20 cent in loose change, cigarette pack, red lion. Paper note with numbers, black pen times 2, 135 in loose change. Just like what's.
Oh, is this a movie script?
Wait, screenplay by E.L. Elizabeth Lambert. Beth. Change title not catchy enough in a northwesterly direction. Screenplay by E.L. Needs more murders. Add killer tornado. Why cut the scene inside the nose? Best part of the script. February 5th, 1958. See if James Stewart is available. So 216. Wait. Business card. Did I turn it around? Did I not? I don't remember. Hold on. Is that Hector's business card? What was that? Like paper note 683 61583. I'm gonna try to remember that. See if that's matches with ticket in 509. It might be like.
There you are.
I'm not sure I understand what the plan is here.
Well, when I was little, we had padlocks on many of the farm's sheds. My dad would always lose the keys, so one day he made a mold of them using wax and plaster. I was thinking of doing the same.
Are you sure it's gonna work?
Absolutely not. But hey, I guess we won't know until we try.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's do this. Okay, to start, we need to pour the wax from the pot. Have you done this before? You're a real pro. Now, time to put the key into the wax. Let's give it a few seconds, so the mold really takes form. Okay, I think you can remove it. Well, we're almost there. Just pour the cup of plaster into the mold. All right. Now we wait for it to dry.
How long do you think it's gonna take?
I don't know. I guess we'll keep poking it every now and then.
I bet you didn't think you'd be making a plaster key today, huh?
Indeed. But I like it. It's rare that this job allows me to use my creative side.
Your creative side?
Well, granted, this key won't end up in any museum, but I enjoy the occasional artistic endeavor.
Like posing with alligators?
How do you know about that?
Oh, I think it must have slipped out of your locker because I saw this picture of you in a long white dress and...
Oh my, you did? What did you think of it?
I loved it, actually. It was unique, I guess. Artistic?
Yeah. Those pictures were taken by a very close friend of mine a few years back. Ziva Rivers was her name. Earth-shattering talent, but a bit too controversial for most people's sensibilities.
Oh. Are you still friends?
No, we went our separate ways. It's a shame. She really captured me. My essence.
Your essence is to tame alligators?
My essence is to fear nothing.
Yeah, I can tell. I really admire that about you.
I'm sure under that sweet exterior, you're pretty fearless too. Haven't you ever done something really scary? I mean, other than snooping on a potential creep.
Does sailing count?
Excuse me? You sail? On a boat?
I used to, with my grandpa. But when he died, we had to sell the boat to pay off his debts.
Oh, that's too bad. I would have loved to go with you.
Maybe it'd be possible to
Let's
borrow a boat
keep
for a day.
recording.
I think one of Grandpa's friends still has his.
Really? That would be great. I just love trying new things.
I'll see what I can do.
Hey, look. I think it's dry.
I can't believe it worked. I could not have done this without you.
Yeah, probably not. Well, I should get back upstairs before Bernard notices my absence. If he hasn't already. Let me know how it goes with the key. Oh, and be careful while turning it, okay? You wouldn't want it to break inside the lock.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Thank you for everything.
No problem.
Team building exercise. Right. Let's clean that up. No one can see what we're doing. There we go. There. What's that? Wait, where is my locker? That's the laundry room. I should probably close that. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna try something. That's mine. I'm gonna try something.
All right, we're getting somewhere. Now, to resist the temptation to spend it on a burger at Harry's. I'm good.
Right. Let's go back up. Let's open this box.
Be careful, Sophie. You don't want this key to break.
Oh god, it becomes so hard.
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles.
Wait, in Atlanta, I noticed yours was pretty worn down, so I decided to buy a new one. I hope you like it. And since you enjoyed them so much, here's a little puzzle to figure out the combination. Two 5-letter words are the key, both related to our history. And like my favorite part, this one was black. That's probably the cat, right? So, Greta, her literate name will surely take you back. For the first one, take the first two. So, GR. From the last one, take the last two. I mean, the first one, this one was black. And we've been seeing the white cat. I don't know what alliterative means. I have to Google this. Give me a second. Um,
There's a lot of stuff in here. I don't think I've looked at everything yet.
um, I hope you get better. Try to rest today. I will bring you hot soup after class.
Huh. Marcella invited you to the movies. Let me guess. You said yes.
The postman always rings twice. It's playing at the Love's Theater tonight. It's based on a novel I read a while back. I'm sure you will love it, seeing as you like crime stories and murders so much. Nothing creepy about that. Will you come with me? I can barely listen to Sister Miller's lecture today. All I can do is look at your lips and imagine kissing you. I can't wait for tonight. Oh my god. August 11th, 1946. Dear Anne, I have just heard Doris Day on the radio, and it made me think of you. I know how much you love Sentimental Journey, counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. The last time I was in Texas, it felt like coming home. Now, strangely, I feel away from home. I wish you were here with me. I always feel at home in your arms. I can hardly believe it has been 5 weeks since we last saw each other. Sometimes I wonder if I might be going crazy. You are always in my head. Everything reminds me of you. Not only songs on the radio, but silly things like the flowers in our garden that smell of your shampoo. Or when people say the word darling, and I can hear you say it with your lovely French accent. Dalige. Darlene? I don't know. My family seemed to have noticed my odd behavior, but of course I cannot tell them about you, even though. Even though I wish I could. I feel like climbing on the roof of the tallest building in Austin and shouting my feelings for you at the top of my lungs. God, I sound like a giddy teenager in love for the very first time. Maybe I am. Sometimes I'm scared that all this time with you was nothing but a dream too good to be true. I'm afraid that when I return to Montreal, I would realize you never existed. And if you do exist, you don't remember me. I wish I had a picture of us. I wish I had a picture of the two of us, so I would know for sure it was real. I long for your embrace and the taste of your sweet lips. I love you. Look at them. Oh my god. December 29, 1947. I am sorry it took me so long to answer your last letter. Has it been 6 months already since I left Montreal? As you always say. Pasivi? I don't know. I probably butchered that. My parents are glad I'm done with my studies. They always thought it was strange. It was a strange idea for me to go to university. Now they want me to find a husband and have children like any other woman. I think I will. These past few months, I had a lot of time to reflect on our relationship. You know my feelings for you, and I hope you never forget how much I love you. But we cannot hide our heads in the sand any longer. We were lucky our story lasted as long as it did, and foolish to think it would last forever. Our love is forbidden, and hiding it from my family is proving more and more difficult every day. You will always have a special place in my heart, but I believe it's time for us to go our separate ways. You made me feel like a teenager. You made everything but the present disappear. Now I need to be an adult and think about the future. Sincerely, no. Oh, this is it's empty.
That riddle's a toughie. Maybe I need a fresh pair of eyes on it.
Can I? You. Wait. No, close that one. Can I call Beth? Beth, help me. English is my first language. Help me.
Desk, Beth speaking.
Hey, Beth. Got a minute?
For you, always, Bean.
I opened the chest in room 507.
You did? Damn, I have to admit I didn't really believe in our little plaster key, but way to go.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised as well. It's quite sturdy.
So, spill it. What's in the chest?
A riddle.
A riddle?
I think it was written by Mrs. Beaumont for Mrs. Cruz. And I think the answer will give me the combination for a case I found in room 509. I could use your help with it, though.
Oh, God, I hate riddles. Well, let's hear it. Which part is causing you trouble?
Her alliterative name will surely take you back.
Alliterative what now? Andrew, you're a nerd. What's alliterative?
Hey, just because I read books doesn't mean I know everything.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's a series of words that start with the same sound or letters.
Thank you, darling. Did you get that, Bean?
Yeah, I did.
I'm trying to think. Have I read something?
But that could mean a lot of things. I'm not sure where to look.
Yeah, me neither.
Tell her to look for a name and surname that both start with the same letter. Maybe it's someone famous, like a writer or a singer.
Oh, Doris Day.
You got that?
Yes. Thank him for me.
Will do. Anything else?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'm just glad I could be of
So
some help.
Doris.
Call me after you've opened that case.
You know I will.
Wait. Double the keys, double the fun. After I got the candle, I met up with Bet in the break room. The plan was finally unveiled to mix plaster and wax and use the key I found in 507 to create a double. I never would have thought of this on my own, that's for sure. While waiting for the double to solidify, I got a chance to talk to Bet some more. The downtime even gave us a chance to talk about something other than the day's weirdness. Of course, now I have to go test our handiwork back to Anne's room. Past, present, and future. The two keys, the letters back and forth, all of the shared memories. Neatly preserved for more than a decade. Anne and Marcella were in love. There's no doubt about it. But then Marcella broke things off, feeling the burden of their secret. She felt that if they parted ways and hid all of this under lock and key, that she could have an quote-unquote normal life. Now Anne and Marcella are both here at the Clarington. Over a decade later in adjacent rooms. I don't think their story's over just yet. Maybe their story's finally starting. Anne's riddle. According to one of the letters in the chest, Anne bought Marcella something that needs a 4-letter key to open. Could that be the case I found on Marcella's bed in 509? I need to figure out 2 5-letter words, both related to Anne and Marcella's past. And like my favorite bar, this one was black. Your alliterative name will surely take you back. Puzzling out, I'm lucky that Andrew is, as Beth would say, a total nerd. He explained that for a phrase to be alliterative, the first letter of each word has to be the same. So we need to find the name of a woman whose first and last name start with the same letter. I'm not too sure yet, but we're narrowing our possibilities down, and that's good.
Doris Day. That's an alliteration, isn't it? Doris. I-S.
And this one.
A cat named Greta. G-R.
So it spells Greece. You know, that's the word for pig in Norwegian. That's kind of funny.
Looks like someone had quite the shopping spree.
Yeah, 61583. Yeah, so 612 is...
No combination, no entry. That novelist, Bridget Boswell, is actually you, Marcella?
February 4th, 1956. Dear Marcella, or should I say Brigitte, You know, I prefer a good old crime story, but last week I came upon a romance novel with an intriguing title, and they were roommates. I bought it I bought it on an impulse at a train station and read it from cover to cover during the journey. Can you imagine my surprise when I recognized our story? You may have changed the names and the locations, but all of our moments are there. Our endless discussions in the dorm room, our first date at the theater, our trip to Quebec City. You often said writers are thieves, but I never fully understood until now. It has been almost 10 years since I received your last letter. The letter that painted our relationship as nothing more than a summer fling. At first, I could not believe you hadn't written those words. Then I waited in vain for your answer and had to accept your love for me had never been real. For many years, I was brokenhearted, angry, confused. I questioned the nature of our feelings, of our attraction, and made many wrong decisions. This book, your book. Am I foolish to think it's proof you really love me? In any case, I hope you're well, and I'm happy to see you accomplish your dream of becoming a writer. Très sincèrement, that is not how you pronounce that, and I am sorry to anyone who's French. Hey,
Oh, Anne. Murder might be a bit much, but you deserve some kind of justice.
March 25th, 1956. Dear Marcella, I didn't expect you to reply to my letter, but I'm happy to see I was wrong. Your words have comforted me in a time of great distress. If only Louis was half the man you say Hector is. He has quite a temper and hits me frequently. I am willing to put up with it as long as he doesn't hurt Michael. But there are some days when it becomes almost unbearable. The other day I dreamt of our first date. We were watching The Postman Only Rings Twice again. But suddenly we were in the movie. You were Lana Turner and I was John Garfield. And we were both plotting to kill my husband. I hate to admit it, but I almost hope it was premonitory. To answer your question, I do still have our box. My brother's currently in Atlanta for work, and I was thinking of going to see him with Michael next month. If you're able to meet me there, we could open the box. We could open the box together and laugh at the silly things we thought important all those years ago. I hope to hear from you soon. A. P.S. Do you remember that secret language we invented so Sister Miller couldn't understand the notes we passed during her class? In secret language, I still do.
I do like a happy ending. I just hope that's where your story is headed.
August 10, 1957. Dear Marcella, thank you for sending me a signed version of your latest novel. I think it's your greatest work yet, but I do have a few comments to help make the next one even better. First, I believe Rose should be more concerned with what she deserves than what her husband deserves. He may not deserve the pain she will cause by leaving him, but they both deserve to be happy, and they won't be as long as they remain together. As long as she doesn't listen to her own needs. Also, I think it would be great if your next novel ended on a more positive note. Imagine if Rose left her husband and rode into the sunset with Eve. Imagine if they went to New York or Los Angeles, someplace where people like us are tolerated. Imagine if they got to have their happy ending. It would be the best story ever. I hope you will consider it. Hey, P.S. I know you say invisibility protects us, but don't you just wish to be seen sometimes? Wouldn't you like people to know you are Bridget Boswell, to recognize you on the street, to recognize you for your work? Why not publish your next novel under your own name?
Oh, so you came to Montreal under the pretense of celebrating your wedding anniversary, but all along, You meant to reunite with Anne.
January 13th, 1958. Dear Marcella, I left the house. I left Louis. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't lie anymore. How do you do it? How do you manage to live a double life, to hide your work and your novels from your husband? I had so much less to hide, and yet. Michael and I are staying at the Clarington Hotel until we find a place to stay, and the divorce is done. I don't know how long it will take. Could you come see me in Montreal? I really need you by my side now. A. P.S. I wouldn't put it past Louis to scour every hotel guest book in the region looking for me under his surname, so I've registered under the name Beaumont.
After all this, turns out you're a fan of Bridget? Of Marcella? That's a lot sweeter than I expected.
September 27, 1957. Although you don't know me, I think I can safely say I'm your biggest fan. Your novels have literally changed my life. After war, I spent almost 10 years in a psychiatric hospital because of panic attacks. None of the treatments were working, and I wasn't getting any better. I became friends with one of the nurses, who started lending me books so I could pass the time. I didn't really like the first ones, but then I picked up Bridget Boswell's first novel, Your Novel. I had never read such a beautiful love story. It almost brought tears to my eyes. I immediately urged the nurse to get me more of your books. Believe it or not, the more I read them, the less panic attacks I had. The doctors thought it was their new medication finally working, but I knew the truth. Your novels gave me the courage to get in contact with Lindsay, a friend from the war. I had always felt for him the same way your character feel for each other. But I never dared telling him. Now I have, thanks to you. The thought of seeing him again is what motivated me to get better and leave the hospital. I hope to hear back from him soon. Paul. After my discharge, I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me. I've discovered Brigitte was a pseudonym, so tracking you down took longer than I thought. Fortunately, I am a very patient and resourceful man, and I never give up. If you think we could meet, I have so much more to tell you, Paul.
I'm glad you were able to open up to Marcella like this. Everyone needs someone to talk to.
November 8th, 1957. Thank you for answering my letter. I realize now how unsettling it must have been for you. Please forgive me for tricking your editor into giving me your address. I know I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to thank you as well for your encouraging words concerning Lindsay. I still haven't heard from him, and I'm starting to fear I might have the wrong address. I wish I could take the train to Virginia, but that's not an option right now as I can barely pay rent. I guess I have to find a job. As a kid, I dreamt of being an actor, a Hollywood star. I know it's a foolish dream, but what else can I do? What am I good for? What am I good at? I've tried getting some odd jobs already, but employers turn me down as soon as they learn where I spent the last 10 years of my life. If it continues like this, I'll probably end up on the street like so many of my army buddies. Why am I even telling you all this? After reading your books and getting to know you through them, I tend to forget I'm only a stranger to you. I hope you don't mind. You seem to be a good, quote-unquote, listener. And I've been feeling rather lonely ever since I left the hospital. Anyway, please tell me more about your life and do not hesitate to write long letters. I must have read your previous one 1,000 times already. Paul.
An advance on my salary. So Marcella hired you. But what for?
December 5th, 1957. I've just received a letter from Lindsay's mother. She tells me he said, words cannot even begin to describe how empty I feel. He died 2 years ago, before I even sent my first letter. He will never know my feelings for him, and I will never know if he could have loved me back. I guess I should have known this would end in pain, just like your novels. I wish I had Lindsay's ability to find beauty everywhere. Even during the war, amidst the death and chaos, he would marvel at the forests of Germany, at the sun, the birds. He loved birds so much, he could identify them just by listening to their song. I have to admit, your proposition took me by surprise. I was hesitant to leave home at first. I was afraid to miss Lindsay's answer. But now there's nothing keeping me here. I'm desperate for anything that will help me forget the pain. But I don't have enough money to make it to Texas. Do you think you could give me an advance on my salary? In spite of everything, I'm really excited to know I'll finally meet you, Paul.
So, let me get this straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz are some kind of star-crossed lovers?
Seems like it, yeah. But I'm not sure whether they chose to meet here just to reconnect for a few days, or if there's something more to it.
Well, I may be able to help with that.
Really? How?
Oh, some mail arrived earlier for Mrs. Beaumont.
I wonder what's in it.
We could open it.
I mean, that's kinda illegal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, too late. I've always known I would end up in prison one day.
So?
It's 3 train tickets. And, there's a tourism pamphlet for California.
Oh my god, they are
Well,
eloping.
it makes sense. It's much more progressive there than it is here.
So, Anna and Marcella want to go there to live their love freely.
Anne and Marcella, huh? You 3 are best pals now?
Well, after reading so much of their correspondence, I kind of feel like I know them, you know?
Yeah. But what about Mr. Morgan, though? I mean, Paul. How does he fit into all of this?
Turns out he's a big fan of Marcella.
Is she a celebrity or something?
More or less. She writes pulp fiction under a pseudonym. I think her books gave Paul a chance to get out of his own head while he was staying in a psychiatric hospital.
Huh, I see. He's still kind of a creep, though. Couldn't he have stuck to fan mail? Stalking her like that. That's going too far. And why did he have those pictures of you, anyway?
I guess we'll never know for sure, but I don't think it was ever about me.
It's always been about Anne and Marcella.
Exactly.
Well, it feels a tad anticlimactic, but who needs drama, right?
At least it made our day pretty interesting.
It sure did. You know, after today, I think I get why you're so interested in the lives our guests lead. I try to forget they exist as soon as I'm done interacting with them. But once in a while, it's nice to remember that, well, even the most put-together person could be an absolute mess on the other side of the door.
And who are you behind
What about
closed
you?
doors?
Who is Beth Lambert when no one's looking?
I like to think that with me, what you see is what you get. But maybe an extra snoopy super sleuth could uncover a few more layers. Maybe ones I didn't even know I had.
Challenge accepted.
Come see me when your shift ends, alright? We could leave together if you want.
Sure. If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
Ooh, a sleepover. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
I know, but isn't my way so much more fun?
Well, we could take a page out of Michael's book and decorate it, and then spend the night throwing stuff at Bernard whenever he comes through the lobby.
Oh, now you're talking.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave.
After looking inside Marcella's typewriter case, I think everything's fallen into place. There are a few lingering questions, but I think this is as far as the story goes for now. Anne and Marcella arranged to be here at the same time so they could rekindle the relationship they started when they were in college. I really feel for them after spending the day learning their story. I hope it has a happy ending. Me too. You know, every time I make a choice, I feel like I should have just said she hired him. But I keep hoping that it will give me more dialogue choices. But this safe though.
No combination, no entry. That ringing. Sounds like the elevator doors are jammed.
Why is there blood? Please, please, no. Who is it? Who the hell is that? What the hell?
Mr. Cruz?
Oh no.
Mr. Cruz. Oh God. Oh God. What happened?
You're awfully calm.
Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him?
Life insurance policy. Insured Hector R. Cruz. Beneficiary Marcella B. Cruz. Date of commencement February 6, 1958. Date of expiry February 6, 1978. Coverage amount $10,000. Monthly premium $11.53.
Is this about Paul? Does that mean...
February 16th, 1958. Dear Mr. Cruz, thank you for reporting that guest's unacceptable behavior. We will look into it as soon as possible. However, I regret to inform you that we cannot divulge a guest's personal information regardless of that guest's behavior. I'm sure you will understand we are very concerned with our guests' privacy and our pride. Our staff prides itself on its discretion. Please contact us should that guest bother you again. Yours sincerely, Bernard Ledoux, hotel manager. Right. Um, what on earth happened? I was on the 5th floor and heard the elevator door ringing repeatedly, so I went to check it out. I found Hector's body between the elevator doors, lying in a pool of blood. I checked his pulse and couldn't feel anything. On his person were 2 pieces of paper, a letter from Bernard, and a copy of Hector's life insurance policy. My head is swirling with questions. What does it all mean? How did this happen? Who could have done this to Hector? If this was in fact someone else's doing. And then the lights went out. As if the situation wasn't ominous enough, I need to get the power running again, and then I'll figure out what to do about poor Hector. I may as well try fiddling with the fuse box in the janitor's closet.
I have to get the power back on.
Yeah, it's nothing creepy about it, all of this. So yeah, let's do that. Close the door. Right, we have to.
It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier.
Right.
I don't think there's anything here that would help me.
Yeah, there's nothing. Damn it, the fuse box is locked and I have to get it open. No calling Eugene for help now. What could I use to pry it open? There must be something here on the 5th floor. We've got so much clutter around. I'm sure I'll find something if I just go looking.
Think, Sophie, think. What can you use to open the fuse box?
I don't know, but that is something we'll figure out next time. I think this is a good place to stop for now. Man, this is really, really taking some twists and turns. But I'm loving this game. It's so much fun, and I love mystery. And there's some wholesomeness in this as well. So yeah, this is great. Yeah, until next time. Thank you for spending some time with me and for being you. And if you want to come back and continue the story, I'll be around.